A healthy church, everyone say healthy church. A healthy church is committed to growth. It's committed to growth for individuals and collectively. It is not good to have a giant anointing and a midget ministry. Okay? The concept of the faithful few is a contradiction to the purpose of the church. The church was never intended to be built on the faithful few. The faithful few is an excuse we've created so we can soften the blow of apathetic Christians. At the end of the day, we should expect you to be in place. We should expect you to be excited. If you're not, then we need to either fix the community or keep fixing you. Okay? So let's move quickly. What then are the traits of a healthy church? Well, the first trait, let's all read number 1. What's it say? Now, this is probably the most important thing I'm going to say tonight, because this is, John, where churches ultimately experience success or failure. The first trait of a healthy church is the intentional. Everyone say intentional. Intentional. Everyone's got to get this. Church is not lucky. We don't just kind of happen to be a better church. Listen to me. A church can, for a season, increase numerically because of location. It can, for a season, increase because when it started, it was in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden, a whole community was built around it. But eventually, that church will not maintain that growth, nor continue to grow until it becomes intentional. Tonight, your pastor's being what? Intentional. He's meaning to do something. This has been orchestrated purposefully to produce an outcome that will achieve the vision that is in his heart and is ever evolving through his ministry among you. I saw him tonight leading worship, looking like me. Right? I don't know if he can sing. I can't sing. I don't think he can sing either. Yeah, he can't. That's my son. All right? But I saw him leading worship. Why? Because leading worship to me is where you ultimately develop your congregational identity. Any pastor that gives away worship gives away focus, vision, and ultimate authority. I don't run St. Paul in a meeting because I can't win. Because you can always outvote us. Outmanage St. Paul in the glory. Because in the glory, you ain't got jack to say. I have fired people in the glory. I have hired people in the glory. In the glory, I've shifted my whole leadership. While their hand was up, I said, move over there. Don't do that, don't you? Yes, Pastor. Intentional creation of a particular congregational culture and identity. Here's the question. How do people, when people talk about Mount Sinai, what do they say? What are the words they use to define you as a community of faith? How do they describe you? But more importantly, how do you describe yourself? If you had to paint a picture of your congregation, what would you say? How would